Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole. I'm an international student based here in the UK. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. This is a place you should be. So I film about faith, location, and I film about my lifestyle in the UK. So thank you so much guys for those that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. For those of you that are yet to subscribe to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button and then just subscribe to my channel. So today's video is first things you should do when you arrive in the UK on a student visa. I'm talking to international students now, people that are coming into the UK on a student visa. The things you should do when you arrive in the UK. Nobody tells anybody what to do. You just have to figure out what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do when you get to the UK after you land, remember when you were leaving Nigeria or any country you wanted to leave, you were like, thank you Jesus, I'm leaving, I'm this, I'm that, and then you have now arrived Obodo Oyinbo you've been wanting to arrive. Now you've arrived in the UK. The thing you should do after you land is go get your BRP. Your BRP is Biometrics Residence Permit. That is the card given to you at your post office or your school. That is the card given to you by UK as an identification card. Like, you cannot afford to misplace that card. You cannot afford to allow anything to happen to that card, because that is your identity here in the UK. So you go ahead and you collect your BRP card, and then you have it. And after you have your BRP card, you go to your school for your physical enrollment. Like my school, which is University of Stirling, enrollment started online, but you have to come to school to finish the enrollment. So I don't know about other schools, I will only speak from my own perspective. So you go to school to to see your school, to enroll and meet people and ask questions. So you have gotten your BRP card, then you go to school. Like, that is why you are here. So you should not afford to waste any time or stay at home for weeks without having your enrollment done. I'm not talking about people that come to the UK months before resumption. Some people come to the UK like weeks after resumption. Some people come to the UK like a week before resumption. So now I'm talking about people coming to the UK weeks after resumption. You need to go to school and get your enrollment done. Even if you come into the UK weeks before your resumption, you need to go to school to get your enrollment done. After you're done with your enrollment and you are certified to be a student of the institution you applied to, then you need to open an online bank. Like, nobody tells anybody. Open a bank, because you need to change the money you brought. If it's that you brought Naira, you need to convert it to pounds and have it in a pound account. If it's that you have cash, if it's that you brought cash, you need to just take it to the bank and convert it to pound. So you have to have an online bank. You could open Revolut. I'm in the UK. You could open Revolut account. There are online banks that are easy to open. You could open Monzo accounts. So you could just find out about any bank that is good out there and works for you. I use Revolut. I open Revolut. I open Monzo. You could just find out and then open anyone that is good. So after you open online bank, then you need to register for your national insurance, your NI, because most international students that come into the UK, you plan to work. Only maybe people that came in through scholarship and you are not able to work. So you need to apply for your national insurance, and then national insurance takes about 3 to 4 weeks before the national insurance number comes, and then you begin to apply for jobs. Without national insurance, you cannot work in the UK. Only on few occasions whereby some place of works take your national insurance registration number and not the national insurance number. Most places take national insurance number, so you have to have your national insurance number before you can work in the UK. So it is always advisable you apply early so that your national insurance number comes in early and you can begin to apply for jobs in the UK, and you can start working as soon as possible. And there are some jobs that you do not need national insurance, but on rare occasions it's actually rare to find jobs that do not need national insurance. But national insurance number is actually needed because the government can monitor the money that is coming into the account. So, and every place of work requests for your national insurance before you can be offered a job here in the UK. So after you register for your national insurance, you need to register for a GP. GP is like a medical center, like where you can get your medicals done in the UK, where you could go to the hospital or when you have any medical issue. So you need to apply, you need to register for a GP, you need to check the location. Or if it's that you've gotten accommodation wherever you're residing, just check on Google and find nearest GP close to you, and you go to the GP with your BRP or your school ID card, and then you get registered for GP. So you have to register for GP in case you have cold, in case you have COVID, in case you have malaria, anything. You can just go to the medical center and you get attended to. You've paid for it. Remember, you've paid for your IHS and you've paid for everything. So please enjoy the opportunity, enjoy what you've paid for. Maybe not fall sick, but then any symptom of anything, go to the medical center, go to the GP you registered with, and you will get attended to because you have paid for it. So after you've registered for your GP, you need to open a street bank. What I mean by street bank is opening a bank on the streets, like in your area. Like in the UK, I know about Bank of Scotland. That is what I use, Bank of Scotland. I know about HSBC. I know about Heritage. Is it Heritage Bank? There are so many banks. There are so many banks. You just have to find out which one is good and which one is best for you, right? But Bank of Scotland is still what almost everybody has. Like it is it is popular. Like you could just open a Bank of Scotland, and that is because if you have any issue, you could easily go to the bank, complain, or just rectify anything you have to, compare to those online banks where they don't have a physical branch. So that is the good thing about having a street bank. You can easily trust street bank and put in your huge amount of money there, because you know that yes, you can easily go to the bank and lodge a complaint and make your transactions and all of those stuff. So I would advise, even if you want to have an online bank, even if you want to open an online bank, you should still try and open a street bank. But this is how it works in the UK. For Bank of Scotland, I think you need to have an address, home address. So if you haven't gotten an accommodation yet, it could be difficult for you to like open street bank, but it is easy to open online bank. And if not, it depends. Some banks don't need it, but definitely I think for street bank you need to have address. Like you need to link your account to an address. You're living in the UK, so you need to open a street bank. And if you have money, you could just put little change in your online bank, like £5, £10, £20, £30, up to £100. But your huge amount of money, like your £1,000, can be in the street bank account. So after you've opened your street bank account, you can start applying for jobs. Like you can start working already, because I think you are now settled in the UK. You have all what you need to do. And you can start doing your shopping. Yeah, I was going to mention that. You can start shopping, and then if it's that you go and empty accommodation, you can start putting in things in your accommodation. Or even if it's a student accommodation, you can start buying one or two things, getting pots and all of those stuff. But with these few things I've been able to highlight, I think you are able to settle in the UK immediately, like when you get to the UK. So these are things you need to actually do. You may not find people to tell you. That's why I'm making this video. You need to get your BRP card, you need to go to your school and do your online registration, you need to register for your NI, you need to open an online bank, you need to open a street bank, and you need to start making money, right? So please follow all these steps, and trust me, you would enjoy and have a smooth landing in the UK. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things from all the things I highlighted. Please, if you did, I want you to smash the like button, and I want you to share with your family and friends. I want to share with people coming to the UK. And if you're planning to come to the UK, save this video, because it will be very important and you will definitely need it. So till I come your way again, please stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.